Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. It's Marky Marks. Tara. Bro. Yes, I know. That's me. She says, finally, you're alive. She said, finally, you're alive. Oh my God. Marky is live in the building. I'm sure you were. You're going to be my new online stalker. Hey, Becca, what's up? How you doing? You all right, sweetie? I wasn't even going to come on. I was like, fuck this shit. All right, good, good. I need a stalker. You got a boo boo on your hand? What you was doing? Stroking some BBC? Pulled a finger? You're so sad. Oh, I guess it wasn't BBC then. Oh shit. You ain't even been in there for 10 seconds. Oh no. Did you get like stitches or something? Hey Steven, how you doing? You just donated for 3 questions. Let me see. Hey, there you go. There it is. Whoop. There it is. All right, Steven, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. You can ask your questions when you're ready. Oh, it wasn't that bad. Okay, well then, when you get a cut on your hand, you know what I tell people? It's a long way from your heart. So you'll be perfectly fine. Just go get a SpongeBob Band-Aid and put on it. You'll be fine. Get a waterproof Band-Aid. Band-Aid. That's good. Well, at least it wasn't that bad. I'm glad you're okay. No CPR was needed. You have a Barbie Band-Aid? Okay, that's cool. As long as it's pink. I wore pink for you today, look. That's good. All right, Steven, you said, how does David feel about you now? I still must be. Yeah, there's definite tension there. I see. I think David's lost his concentration. He's got a lot of anxiety still, and I see he's got like a lot of delays and things like that. And it might be because of like a person around him, like a woman, maybe his mom or sister or somebody like that. Like there might be a woman in his life causing him problems or causing him stress or something. So it's like that's why he feels that way. But he feels like he's got bad luck, and he also feels like the influences of the people on the outside looking in are making him contemplate his life, and he's got a lot of bad faith right now in himself. But how he feels about you, he still feels like there's no solution, there's no, like, it's a broken sequence between you guys. Yeah. He still thinks that you would support him if you had to, like if you wanted to. He's still glad that you are like home and stuff like that and not moved out or whatever. He's content with that. But I still feel like he feels like anxiety when you're around, or he still doesn't know how to fix the problem. He can't fix anything. Hey Nina, how are you, sweetie? So Steven, I don't see no solutions here to any like how he feels about you. He feels like he can't solve any of the issues that you guys have, and that people on the outside are the cause of it. But he is content that you're still living there and still there, you know, if that's the case. What did I do? I cleaned out. Well, my brother-in-law is getting a divorce from my sister, so he moved out on Friday, and I've been cleaning up since he left. And tomorrow's his last day, so all weekend I've been cleaning up the area that he was in, getting rid of shit. When he moved out, I went over there and checked everything, made sure he didn't take anything he weren't supposed to, because I'll beat his ass. And I went over there to sort out all these stuff that was over there for my sister. So that's what I've been doing all weekend. Hanging out with my nephews. Family time. Ate some good food. Etc. How was your weekend? All right, how does David feel about Leandro now? All right, how does Hey Ninja, how you doing? Steven, what I get here with how David feels about Leandro is, I think I don't know if this is like what I'm seeing, but do you think or do you know if David asks Leandro for money or vice versa? Like, do you know if they pay each other's way, or one pays for the other, or one depends on the other for finances, or do you have a feeling that one of them is paying the other, or like giving money to them? Because that's what I'm getting. There's like maybe a loan between them, or they might ask each other for money, or one is giving somebody. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking that he's giving him, he's doing, yeah. They're giving each other favors, right? Or one's giving one a favor. So that's the only thing that's keeping them like pretty much together, because he does feel like Leandro is a false friend and he lies to him. And there's yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because it makes him happy. That's what I was getting to. Right when you said like a sexual one, I got the sun card here at the end, means that it's a good favor, but there's still like a misrepresentation and a false feeling between them. Like like he feels like Leandro's like got one up on him, or vice versa. Like it's like there's a false friendship and some lies there. But at the end of the day, whoever's getting the favor is happy. You got me? So you said, how does he feel about Leandro? So he feels like Leandro is a fucked up person, but he still gets what he wants from him, so he keeps him around. If that makes sense. Because that's what I'm getting. Like I think that David uses Leandro to get what he wants. To get what he wants. And if he gets what he wants, he gets happy. But if he doesn't, he calls him a liar, or he says, hey, you didn't do this shit for me, blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, it's like an up and down situation. One day they hate each other, one day they love each other, one day they like each other, or whatever. So there's like a back and forth type of bullshit going on between them. It's to do with money. One day they're happy, one day they're not. So it's like a money and sexual type of stuff, I guess. But he doesn't trust him, dude. I see a lot of lies here. There's lying going on between them. Like David's not really sure if he can completely trust Leandro. But if Leandro pulls through and gives him what he wants, he'll be like, okay, cool. Well, I get, I mean, that question is something like I would have to ask it in a different way, because the thing is, you said, what would happen if I try to talk to David? But it all depends on what you tried to talk to him about. You know what I mean? So if you try to talk to him, it might be okay if you talk to him about regular shit. But if you want to talk to him about something on a personal level, then that might be a different answer. That's better. Yeah. Mm-hmm. If you do that, it's still going to be ineffective. There's still going to be like a energy where he's thinking you're doing it to be like, he thinks you'll be doing it for an ulterior motive. Like, he thinks you'll be doing it and you'll have like a motive to do it. And he'll think that you're doing it to be, to mean well and be sincere and be like kind of like reasonable and fair. But I think that David will still be immature, ineffective, and I still feel like you'll have like these petty emotions back and forth because you're there. So it's like you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. I still think that he will be like still thinking that you're doing it for a reason. I got a lot of mixed things here, Stephen, in every single thing. Like David's energy, it's not toxic, but it's like indecisive. That's what I would say. And it's petty shit. Like indecisions, like indecisive feelings, and like feeling weak and feeling like you can't get ahead and you can't like do what you have to do. It's like he has this thing about him where it's like a beware of help type of thing. Like he has a sign on his fucking forehead that says beware of help. If you help me, you have to have like some type of ulterior motive. Like it's just fucking weird. That's what I'm getting here. Some weird energy between them, between all of you guys. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So even if you do stay home more, he'll feel okay about it, but he'll still feel like you're doing it to get some type of advantage over him in some way, or trying to be cool with him and stuff. So even if you do talk to him, he still won't give in. Like he still won't find peace. He'll think for a minute, he'll think like, oh yeah, Steven's cool, he's trying to be cool with me. That's okay. I'll give it the time of day. But then the next day he'll probably be like, this guy's doing this shit to get something from me. There's something up. Why is he being nice to me? You know what I mean? Like that type of vibe is what I'm getting in the cards. All right, Steven, no problem. Like, have you ever thought about just moving, like just getting your own place, or just like finding something, finding another place? Like, I think that's your best solution, is if meaning, I know if you can't do it, you can't do it, but there's always like a way out. You know what I mean? I would say like, because, yeah, right. So that's the thing. All right, so the best way to handle this situation is to completely make a transformation. Like you got to clear away these old feelings, these old ways, and find something new, which is the new job, And it's telling me that pretty much right off the bat. And it's telling me that you also need to stop making the same mistakes, you know? Right, exactly. I understand that. And that's perfectly fine. But sometimes we have to, sometimes, you know what, Stephen, that happens. The reason why that happened is to like spirits trying to nudge you and say, hey, look, if you don't want to deal with, I know it's fucked up and I know that it's not your problem and it's not your issue and you shouldn't have to deal with it, right? But at the end of the day, spirit could be nudging you and saying, hey, look, you see what this is about? Like, this is what we're trying to tell you, you need to go. Like, so you get away from all this bullshit. Sometimes it works, you know, in that type of way, if you know what I mean. But it's saying that you have to make a change and you got to make this change quickly. If not, it's going to drive you sick. It's going to make you mad. And you're always going to feel like you have a loss, you know? And Spirit's saying they know your financial security is at a risk and you have to find yourself, you know, a job and things like that. But they're saying that if you recognize this whole thing and take it into consideration that it's undeserving, like you don't deserve this, so why hang on to it, you know? So they're saying that this person is going to continue to take advantage of you. David's going to continue to take advantage of you until you give up and say, you know what? I can't make this mistake of being here anymore because this person is not going to change. They're going to be immature, indecisive, and they're going to continue to have these petty emotions and petty feelings. So they're telling you not to make a bad investment and an outright bad decision. But they're saying you got to clear away these old things in order to get a better situation and get a new situation. So you said you have to get a new job first. So I would say get a new job. And once you get it, obviously, you know, you have the next move is to move. The next thing is to move. Because it doesn't look like David's going to get any better. As long as Leandro is in that mix there, it don't look like it's going to get better because I keep getting the same card here, which is the Emperor reverse, which means a man who's ineffective, they have no strength, they're weak, and they don't make no good decisions, and they can't control their emotions. So if you decide to talk to David, he won't be able to emotionally handle it. He'll be petty about it. He'll be like, what the fuck do you want? You know, and start an argument and just be you know, like a baby, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I also feel, Stephen, that David is depending on Leandro. That's why he won't let it go. And I keep getting that situation. Same card again. That's insane. I got the Emperor reverse 3 times in a row, and I shuffled the cards. And what I got between them, they're both reversed here. I got the Hermit reversed too. So there's a lot of disappointment between them. There's disappointment that they're not happy with each other. They're good. They might have had like a falling out, or they must have had like a argument, a bad argument or something. And that's why I get like the energy being up and down. So I think that these guys are like trying to screw each other over in every way they can. That's what I get here. And this is why I'm getting what I'm getting. Like I think David took Leandro's advice on a certain situation, and it was the incorrect advice, and it caused sadness between David and him. Like he was like, you know, you told me to do this, bro, and then now look, it's all fucked up. Now I'm disappointed in you, and I'm not happy, and now I have to sit here and, think that I'm gonna have to separate from you because you fucked me over. You know what I'm saying? All right, Nick, no problem, bro. But Steven, what I'm getting here between them is that they're not doing too good together. They're a lot of foolishness, a lot of immaturity, a lot of hasty made decisions. I'm getting that both of them are being petty with each other. You know, there's a lot of disappointment here. There's a lot of like they're thinking about separation. So they're thinking about separating from each other and not dealing with each other. There could have possibly even been like a big argument between them. So behind the scenes, it's not looking good. Like that guy on TikTok, he says it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good between them. Yeah, it's not looking good. If you're getting the same answer from me, that's spirit saying, "Look, it's not looking good between them." And I think I told you that a while ago, that those two ain't gonna last because it's too much toxic energy with the Leandro guy. He's only gonna use David, and David's gonna use him until the shit goes south. That's why I keep getting different energy from those guys. Yeah, see, I think it's all about money between them. It's always about money between them, and it's like a satisfaction between both of them that they get with each other, and then there's a money factor, and then there's no solutions to any situation that they have that they're in. That's those two. I don't know. Yeah, it's very unsettled. Yeah. I mean, I don't really get that. I don't get that, but I think they screwed each other over. Like there's something that it's something money wise that they did to each other. Like maybe he lent him money and now he can't pay him back. I don't get like it's a sex thing. It could be, but I'm not getting sexual cards. I'm not getting sexual cards. I'm getting that whatever results they wanted from each other, they didn't get it. You see what I'm saying? Like one of them screwed the other one over in a money situation, or in a like a deal or something like that, where they must have invested in their time in something and it didn't work, and it could have been in themselves. All right, yeah, that could be. Either way, Steven, there's nothing good here, not between them and both of them. Yeah, it might have to do with that. Yeah, I don't see a sexual type of thing. Like that's not more like the cards I'm getting. But what I'm getting here is like it was a complex decision that they made between each other, and they actually like one of them tried to like get more than the other. So I think Leandro tried to get one up on David for something, and David was like, "Hey, you fucking tricked me, or you contradicted yourself." There's like a lot of back and forth arguing and fighting, and like they're not happy with each other right now because of it. Yeah, there's a lot of bullshit there, a lot of bad energy, a lot of fighting, arguing between both. So I would say, Steven, not to say anything to David until he comes to you and talks to you about it. If he comes to you, he probably feels bad. That's why he probably knows you were right all along. So it's hard for people to like go back and tell somebody they were right about something. I know a lot of people like that. People do that shit to me all the time. If I'm right about something, they'll never. People don't admit it. I'm not talking about readings either. I'm talking about day-to-day life. If I tell somebody, hey, look, if you do that, that's gonna happen, So to watch yourself, just warning you. People be like, oh yeah, whatever. You're welcome, Stephen. Thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, just try and stay away from David for right now. His energy is really bad. But if he talks to you, that's different. But I wouldn't talk to him though. Because right now the energy is not looking good. All right. Nick, how you doing, bro? Nick, you can go ahead and ask your questions. Feeling meh after work? Well, I've been cleaning my brother-in-law's leftover bullshit all weekend because he left here. He's getting a divorce from my sister, so he left the house on Friday and moved into his own apartment. But he comes back tomorrow to take the rest of his shit. So I actually, helped. I took our shit out of the way so he could take his shit tomorrow. So I've been like in the attic moving things around, seeing what's good, what's not good. When he comes tomorrow, he's gonna be like, But he won't say nothing to me because I'll kick his ass. But yeah, I've been going up and down flights of steps all damn day, so I feel meh too. All right, energy check on yourself. All right, let's check. All right. Spirit's energy check for you, Nick, is you might feel like you don't want to make any necessary effort, or you might not be willing to make a necessary effort because of people's egos around you, or you might be preoccupied with who's right and who's wrong, or who you can trust and who's going to make a sacrifice, and do you have to make a sacrifice? And if you do, you're like, well, that's going to be useless. I can't do that. I see a lot of activity and a lot of communication between you and people around you. What I would say is you're going to find when you do communicate, your energy is going to be good for some, and other people are going to look at you and say, you know what, this guy's a rebel. His thinking is like crazy or illogical, or they might feel like they're wasting their time talking to you because your energy is probably going to be upbeat in the next 7 days, or the way you communicate will make people look at your energy and say, this person talks a good game, but why they really this person who I think they are, or are they unreal and just talking shit? So I don't know if you're like kind of chatty with people lately, or if you're not, you're going to be more chatty and more communicating with people around you. But there's a woman around. She might be younger than you, and she might be like, you know what, you're an idiot or something, or why are you always saying things like that? Or she might look at you and judge you and say, this guy, he's like a waste of my time to listen to. So you might that's the energy like I see around you. But if you communicate with people, that's the best energy you can do. The best energy I see for you in the next 7 days is like, don't make any crazy decisions, but like get messages Like feel people out when you talk to them. Like get the message in your in your mind about, yeah, I shouldn't be talking to this person because they're fucking wasting my time. And try to like, be very quick when you talk to people. Make sure your energy is quick, fast, and you'll get progress by talking. That's the energy that I get, communicating energy. So the more you communicate, the better your energy gets. But try not to talk to a woman that's younger than you. She'll ruin your energy. She'll make you feel like you're crazy or something, but really you're not. People tend to do that. Aquarius men are such assholes. Aquarius men are this and Aquarius men are that. Oh, shut up. No such thing. I get that shit all the time. You're an Aquarius? Oh, Aquarius men are assholes. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. Oh, let's check on the energy of some people. Yes, let's do that. Well, he shows up in the reading here. I still think that Ishmael's energy towards you is still kind of like hasty and not really good. I don't think he's going to be active towards you or anything like that. Um, he wants to like I don't know if I told you this last time because we asked about a lot of people, but I still think that he feels very dull, very like sad, or he's like not really putting in any energy into anything. Like and when he thinks about you, he thinks that you have um too many friends or too many people around you. Um and he thinks that he would have to like overcome obstacles and challenges if he were to like be towards you or come towards you or talk towards you. But with this person, I still feel like they have a thing for you or they have like this energy like that they keep deep down inside for you and about you. But it's like I think that they're kind of like maybe skeptical about talking to you because they don't like the fact that you might be liked by many people or liked by people that he knows. So if you both know the same people, some people might say, "Hey, how's Nick doing?" Or have you seen Nick? And he probably doesn't like that. I don't know if that's the case, but like I'm kind of getting that type of energy with him. Like I don't. There's another thing. I'm just gonna say it because I'm kind of like feeling it in the cards, or I'm like kind of spirits trying to ask me. But like, is there like a bisexual energy there between him? Like, does he like women as well? Because he's jealous that you have more friends than him. Because that's how people are, bro. Virgos are like that. Virgos can be jealous of extra friends, you know? And let me tell you, Aquarius people have a lot of friends. Yeah. I'm just asking because I kind of see it in the cards, but I wanted to like run it by you. Like that's what it could be too. 'Cause I'm getting friendships with women. So I don't know if there's like a favor or that's like even if they're not involved, even if you guys aren't involved sexually with women, maybe he thinks you are, or he just thinks you have too many women friends, or he does. You're not sure, but you think so. So that's what I'm getting. That's the energy he has towards, yeah, towards you. Yeah, right. But even if there is, that's why I had to ask. Yeah, yeah. That's why I had to ask because I think it's either like if he's not, even if you and him are not sexually involved with women, there's a friendship with women there that is not liked. So if it isn't you, it's got to be him. So that's what I'm getting. Yeah. Even if he isn't, there's like a jealousy or like a misconception of, hey, I'm around women, so like, I still think he has feelings for you, Nick. I still get like a deep feeling he has, but he's not really sure what he really wants to do, or he's not sure on how you feel. So if you're not communicating with him, he's not going to communicate with you. But that's the energy towards you, though. He still feels something there, but he doesn't know how to deal with it. I don't know if when you were with him or around him, did he ever act jealous or act like he wanted you all to himself type of thing? Like that could be what it is. Hey Philomena, how you doing? I just got your donation. Thanks. Right after Nick, I'll get to you. He threw my intuition off so hard. Yeah. He's that guy, man, he's got some, I don't know, his when I read him, he gives me like a mixed bag there. Yeah. Yeah, his cards are confusing me because the cards that I get, like when you ask energies towards you, it's like his energy is, I wonder if Nick doesn't want me and now he wants a woman, or I can't stand the fact that he has all these friends because I can't have him to myself. Like that. It's weird, but like I kind of get that through the cards. Like he doesn't want to have to negotiate his feelings or tell you to do something. I don't know if he's like a control freak or something where he wants you all to himself and don't want you to really talk to all these people. Some people are like that, but I don't know if he's like that or you're like that with him, or you were. Not so much like a jealous energy, but a control energy. Like I want you to make sure you're not doing something like, giving me mixed signals or some shit like that. But anyway, let's move on to Nathaniel's energies. Yeah, so that he's probably mad that you do that because he's like, yeah, you got too much friends, you're not gonna pay me no mind. So like sometimes that Virgos can be like that, but not everybody. But I think that he's like that. All right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. Nathaniel's energies towards you is he likes the fact that you are the person you are. He looks at you in a good way, but he's saying to himself, "There's no activity between me and Nick." Like that's what he's saying. Like he would like to have more activity between you guys and more like, I think he has a desire to like be cool with you. I don't know if you guys speak right now, But if you haven't been communicating with each other, he wants to communicate with you. And if he has been communicating with you, it's like, oh, okay, well, yeah, that's why I'm probably getting what I'm getting. Like because you gave him the cold shoulder, he thinks that, oh yeah, how am I gonna like what is my desire to get him back to talk to me again? You know? Yeah. Like he thinks that he's worried and thinks that, you're not giving him because you don't give him the time of day, he's like, yeah, he doesn't want me anymore, or he doesn't like me, or he doesn't care about me. Like he thinks he's insecure. That's what I'm getting. Like he has a lot of insecurities about himself and he worries a lot because he thinks that, oh, how am I going to be happy with Nick? How am I going to be happy, period? I think he's very guarded as well. And it's like he doesn't like if he thinks that if he puts activity, if he acts towards it, he thinks he has to be cautious. Like and be like, yeah, Nick's kind of giving me mixed signals, so fuck him, whatever. That's his vibe right now. That's his energy. But he does look at you in a good way. It's just that he doesn't know how to relate his feelings. He doesn't know how the hell he's gonna like say what he has to say and do what he has to do. And there's like a guarded energy there and like a precautious energy. And he doesn't know if he should act because he don't know what he's gonna get in return. And because you gave him the cold shoulder, he's like, oh well, looks like I won't be getting none from him. Hey Ali, how are you, sweetie? Thanks for the donation. You'll be after Philomena. Thanks. So yeah, Nick, I don't think Nathaniel's energy is I think he's kinda like because you gave him the cold shoulder, I can see that the energy is like he wants more activity, but he doesn't know how to get it. And he thinks you're kind of like whatever with him. But he does look at you in a good way. It's just that, you put the Aquarius cold shoulder on his ass. I do that shit a lot too. Like, yeah, whatever. In my nature. All right, what is Gabriel's? All right, is it Gabriella's woman or Gabriel? Yeah, Gabriel. Yeah, that's what I thought. You did that to me last time. I had to double check. Yeah, it's a guy. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, what's Gabriel's energy towards Nick? All right. I feel like Gabriel wants to communicate with you. That's his main thing. He wants to communicate with you. All right, no problem, Ali. But he finds it difficult. He expects difficulties in talking to you. Like he anticipates the worst when he thinks about you. He thinks that it's going to end up in an uncertainty or an argument. Like he thinks that if I do talk to Gabriel says, if I talk to Nick, I don't know what I'm going to get because I'm uncertain about it. I don't know if it's going to turn into an argument or he's going to be like, fuck you or whatever. Like, I think he expects a difficult situation or he anticipates the worst. But I think he wants to like control his feelings and he wants to have the courage to say something to you. I just think he lacks confidence. And I think he looks at you as the confident one. So that's why like you might intimidate him or you might like, if there might be like an uncertainty there of what to say or anticipating the worst when you do contact. So if you are communicating with him, his energy is, I don't know how I'm going to have the courage to say what I have to say to him. I don't know if there's it's not really like a love type of thing or like an attraction. It's like, wondering what the hell is going to come out of the situation if you do talk to him. But I think that there could be communication between you and him in the next couple of days. I think that there is going to be communication. So if you're communicating with him now, it'll continue to be communication and it'll be pretty good. But if you're not communicating, then there could be communication in the coming days. But he might be just blabbling on. He might be like, "Hey Nick, how you doing? Blah 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 blah. I did this, I did that. I'm struggling. I'm doing this, or I had a bad day, or I had a bad night, or I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to feel more confident. I'm trying to accomplish this goal. I'm trying to do this." So he might be talking to you about his life and talking about certain things. I think he's gonna be like pretty chatty or communicate with you. But the communication might be up and down. But there should be more communication between you guys. I don't know if that made sense to you, but that's what I got. All right, let's check up on my pal. What are Corinne's Taurus energies towards? Is his birthday been yet? Because this is Taurus season, so. Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure that made sense, yeah. All right, cool. Let's check Corinne's energy. Oh, he's in May. Okay, cool. So his birthday is coming up. One of my best friend's birthday is in 2 days, and my uncle's in 3 days. All my Taurus buddies. I don't really know too many Taurus women. I know one. That's about it. Yeah, I know a lot of Virgos, that's for sure. Virgos are probably like the most people I know is Virgos. But as far as like, yeah, same here. I know a lot of fire sign women. I don't really know too many Aquarius men, but I have a lot of Aquarius women in my life. All right. Your pal Corinne, I feel he's gonna want like a favor from you, or he might ask you for a favor. It's something to do with work, or like something that he recognizes that can be some type of like something successful. I think he admires you. I think he likes you, and admires you, and he says, I can trust Nick. I can talk to Nick. After all, he's your pal. But I think that he's also going to be babbling on about things. He might like talk your ear off in the next couple of days. But I think he wants a favor from you, a temporary favor. It might be to do with money or something that will improve, like a benefit, something that he can benefit off of. So I think he's gonna ask you for a favor in the coming days, or if he has asked you for a favor, he's kind of depending on that favor. He just doesn't know how to ask you about it. But that he has good energy towards you. His energy is good. Like he really likes you. He thinks he's compatible. Yeah, I can clarify what it is. I'll ask. Sure, I can ask about it. Let me just check. That didn't really tell me much. Well, I think it's to do with money. Like he might ask you for a favor, like to maybe spot him like $100 or $50 or something, because I think it's something to do with his finances, or he has to give somebody money. but he can't give it to him and he needs the money. Like he has to give it to somebody, like maybe his mom or maybe somebody like that. Like I think this is gonna be. I don't think you should give him the money, or like yeah. I don't think you should give him the money because you might not get it back. And if you do get it back, he's probably gonna be like, you think you could wait a little longer before I give it back to you? Like, so I think that he might ask you for money to pay off somebody. Yeah, exactly. Well, as you wrote that, I saw that in the cards that if you do it, it's not going to end well. And I have a card in my deck. Don't lend people money if you want it back. Every person I've lent money to, don't give it back. And they just ditch me and be like, yeah, fuck you, I got the money, but that's why I don't lend people money no more. I just don't do it. But yeah, that's what I'm getting, bro. It's something to do with money. I got it twice. I think that he thinks that you're the only person that will give him the money. And it could be between $50 and $100. That's what I'm getting. I would say don't do it, but it's up to you. It's your money, your life, your buddy. But I think the favor has to consist of money. That's what it usually is anyway. It's all about the moolah. Yeah, it could be. Could be. He might need you to spot him some money. So be prepared for that. But if you do it, it's going to be a bad investment. It's not going to work. He might even ask you to like, hey, look, if you give me this amount of money, I'll give you this money back, or I'll do this for you or whatever. But you're going to recognize it before it even happens. You're going to be like, no, I can't do that. Sorry. And try not to talk about money around him. All right. Philomena, are you here? You can go ahead and ask your question. Then after Philomena, I got Ali. And Ali, I got your question on the other side there. No problem, bro. Always good to see you. Hope everything works out. But yeah, no problem, man. Anytime. And thank you. All right. All right. Philomena, if you're here, you're next. While I wait for Philomena, Ali, if you're here, I'll answer your question. Are they wanting to details? All right, I'll check that, Ali. All right, I don't think that they're calling to tell you that they approve the loan. I think that they want to talk about, the situation, how it's all going to pan out. They might tell you that there's some difficulties and changes you have to make in order for you to get it completely. Um, that's what I'm getting. Like, I don't think that, because you're saying here meaning is approved and they just want to go over terms. Like, I don't think it's completely. That's why they need to talk to you, because there's some more information that they might need, or there's some difficulties that they have to deal with that they want to find out about. So it doesn't look like it's approved yet. And that's why they want to confirm more details. Yeah, they want a little bit more details. I think that you eventually get the loan. I think they'll give it to you. Um, I think they want to know like more about the investment, like what you want it for, or like why you need it and why it's like you need the loan, and like can you pay it back and all that type of shit. Like they need a confirmation of how you're going to like pay it back. But it does look like you'll get the loan. It's just it might not be as much as you want, or it might be where they have an issue with how you're going to pay it back, or like you might have to change the way you deal with it or how you pay for it. Something to do with that. Something about investing it, and not making like a mistake. Philomena, if you're here, you can ask your question. So I hope that made sense to you, Ali. Okay, Philomena. Let's check. All right, Levi. What are Levi's intentions towards Philomena? What are Levi's intentions towards Philomena? What are Levi's intentions towards Philomena? Well, it does look like he likes you. He thinks that you're a good person, and he thinks that he can be with you in a relationship if you would try to. Right now, I think that he's been in some unhappy relationships or an unhappy marriage or something like that. Like right now, he's not really like wanting to be in a serious relationship, but he's going to try to get to know you more. I think he's gonna like call you or try to like go out with you, and take you on dates and things like that. But right now, I think personally, he's not going to be very active because he thinks that if he gets into like a relationship again with you, that it's going to make him feel like a certain way and feel like he's doing it, just to have a relationship. But I do think that he will. I do see that he will like try to be more active, talk to you more. I think he wants to talk to you more. His intentions are good. Like I don't get nothing bad. It's just that I think that he's been through some bullshit. Like he been just recently had a bad breakup. He might be telling you that too. He might tell you that he had a bad breakup. So that's why he wants to take his time. So there's a bad breakup vibe there, and him not really wanting to really get into it right away. But once he starts to get to know you and talk to you, he's gonna feel a little better. Yeah. Yeah, I see friends right now. Yeah, he does like you though. He likes talking to you. He thinks that he would have to make adjustments in order to be. I got the same cards like twice. Yeah, even like going into next month, there's still like I think he'll ask you to hang out and stuff, but I still think that he himself is still feeling like sad or feeling like weak and he can't really like control his emotions right now because of what happened in the past. So that's why he said, "Hey, yeah, let's be friends." Like I don't see you being in a relationship with him anytime soon. I think from now until the end of May, he's gonna be like off and on. He's not gonna really be sure about what he really wants to do. But there is a possibility that he's gonna ask you to go and get a coffee or ask you out somewhere or see if you want to go to this place or to that place. Might be like a date or two in between, but I just think that he's kind of like gonna take it slow because of what he's been through in the past. I mean, that's good. If a guy says right off the bat that he wants to be friends, that's a good thing. I mean, if he said, "Hey, let's go into bed right now, let's have sex," and be like, "What the fuck's wrong with this guy?" So if he said, "Yeah, can we be friends?" That's a good thing. And I don't see nothing bad. I just think he's been through a bad situation, which is understandable. We all do. But he seems cool though. Yeah, and that's the reason why he's been single for 2 years because he was in a bad relationship. I've been single longer than that. Being single is good in a way. At least you ain't gotta deal with nobody. Nobody's lies, nobody's deceit, nobody's indecisiveness, nobody's bullshit. You just live your life and go about your business. Obviously, there's a lot of people like myself and you and everybody else that wants a good relationship, but okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I don't really get too much activity there. I think he'll go out on a few dates with you, but he's not gonna really like do too much. Yeah. That's probably why I saw the older person here. Who's the cards to? Yeah, see? It's saying that he would have to wait for like the weekend in order to get with you because he takes care of an older man. Because I got him and an older man, so that's what it is then. Like I don't think that's very active, and he takes care of him. That's what this car is meant to me. Then that makes sense. But it looks like on the next holiday or a holiday weekend, he'll ask you, "Hey, you want to hang out? You know, it's this day or Memorial Day or whatever the heck the next holiday is." I think what's the next holiday in May? Yeah, Cinco de Mayo. No, Memorial Day is not. Oh yeah, Memorial Day is the end of the month. Yeah, Cinco de Mayo. So he might ask you to do something on May 5th, or he might ask you to do something at the end of the month during Memorial Day. It looks like a holiday type of thing, because that's the only time he'll have. So just see and wait. Ali, if you're here, I answered your question. I don't know if you're here, but I did answer you. I haven't heard from you.
If her name ends in A.
Oh shit. Sorry. No, my name don't end in A. It ends in K. All right. If nobody needs me, I'm gonna go to sleep. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning here, so Marky needs to go night night. Hearing my dog snore makes me want to go to sleep. I'm on Instagram right now, and it's like Ho Central. Like my whole feed, it's just like it's got like all my sports stuff, and then it's got like a million hoes. Like what the fuck? Which I don't mind. I don't mind looking at them, but you know, it's kind of annoying being on my feed like the whole time. Like really? And none of them are here in Bermuda, so like, they can't help me. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Ali, I don't know where you are, but if you go back to 56, 57 minutes, that's when I was doing your reading. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm gonna go sleep. I'm getting like my eyes are starting to like. Ugh. And I will see everybody tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow at some point in time, probably around this late. I'm gonna be watching the game tomorrow, so maybe about 11 o'clock my time, 10 p.m. Eastern. I'll be back on. I might be on here during the day because it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So if it's raining in the morning, I won't be working outside. I'll be working on here. So I might be on in the morning. Alrighty, love you guys. Take care.